Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel motorvibe_110. You want to know what elegance feels like in motion? Let me introduce you to the 2025 Genesis G80. This isn't just another luxury sedan. This is Genesis putting the world on notice, again. It's refined, it's poised, it's powerful, and it's unrelenting in its pursuit of perfection. From the very first glance, the G80 speaks the language of presence. Not loud, not brash, but confident, assured, and ready to glide past the ordinary without a second glance. Walk up to it and you're immediately greeted by the signature crest grille, wide, proud, with a diamond mesh pattern that tells you this is a vehicle crafted, not assembled. The split headlamps, slimmer than ever. They wrap around the body with a dual-line theme that continues into the side profile, sculpting a silhouette that's both athletic and elegant. Everything is in proportion. No bloated angles, no exaggerated bulges. The long hood, the short front overhang, and the sweeping fastback roofline merge into a design that's aerodynamic and undeniably premium. Underneath all that beauty is a platform tuned for balance. The 2025 G80 rides on an updated version of Genesis rear-wheel drive architecture, giving it near-perfect weight distribution. Even before you press the start button, you know this car is built to drive. You feel it in the stance, the width, the way it sits on its haunches like it's ready to leap forward. And once you get inside, that promise becomes reality. Open the door and step into a cabin that feels more like a modern art installation than an automobile interior. Minimalism reigns here, but it's not cold or sterile. It's warm, inviting, alive. The materials are top shelf. Soft touch Nappa leather wraps around the seats, doors, and dashboard. Real wood and aluminum inlays run across the console in flowing patterns. The steering wheel is reshaped for 2025, sleeker, more ergonomic, and it's heated, of course. The dashboard is a wide, clean canvas of technology. At the center sits a 27-inch OLED panoramic display, combining the digital gauge cluster and the infotainment screen into one seamless unit. Crisp, fast, responsive. It supports multi-touch gestures, voice commands, and wireless connectivity. Navigation is now AI-powered, learning your habits, predicting destinations, and even suggesting better routes before you ask. And let's not forget the driving environment. Genesis knows that luxury isn't just about looking good. It's about how a car makes you feel. The ambient lighting system in the G80 has been upgraded, offering a palette of 64 customizable colors. You can match it to your mood, to the weather, or just let it flow dynamically as you drive. The seats, multi-contour with full-body massage functionality. Heating, ventilation, lumbar adjustments, they're all standard. And yes, the rear seats matter too. The G80 has class-leading rear legroom, thanks to clever packaging and the long wheelbase. Rear passengers get their own climate controls, heated and ventilated seats, power sunshades, and even reclining seatbacks. It's a first-class experience for all occupants. Under the hood, the 2025 Genesis G80 offers two engine options. The base model comes with a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 that produces 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. It's smooth, quiet, and plenty capable for daily driving. But if you're looking for more thrill, the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 is the one to get. With 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque, it propels the G80 from 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds. That's not just quick, it's luxury sports sedan quick. And it feels effortless. The transmission is a buttery smooth 8-speed automatic that adapts to your driving style. Whether you're cruising through the city or pushing it on a winding road, the shifts are crisp and intuitive. Paddle shifters are there if you want manual control, and the drive mode selector lets you switch between eco, comfort, sport, and the newly tuned Sport Plus mode. Each one tweaks the steering, throttle response, suspension stiffness, and even the sound profile. Speaking of sound, Genesis partnered with Lexicon again for the premium audio system. And in the 2025 G80, it's better than ever. With 21 speakers, 1050 watts, and quantum logic surround processing, it transforms the cabin into a concert hall. Every note is rich, every beat is clean, and the cabin insulation ensures nothing from the outside interferes. Genesis also didn't skimp on safety and driver assistance. The G80 comes with the full suite of SmartSense features. Forward collision avoidance, blind spot view monitor, rear cross traffic alert, and lane keeping assist, all standard. But the real highlight is highway driving assist 2. It combines adaptive cruise control with machine learning-based lane centering, making long highway drives more relaxing than ever. The system even performs lane changes automatically when you signal. It's like having a co-pilot who's always alert. Park your G80 and it can even park itself, literally. With remote smart parking assist, you can stand outside the vehicle and use the key fob or app to maneuver the car into tight spots. It's more than a party trick. It's peace of mind when parking in crowded urban spaces. Another standout is the new Genesis Digital Key 3.0. It turns your smartphone into a fully functional car key. You can lock, unlock, start, and even share access with friends or family remotely. The system uses ultra-wideband technology for enhanced security and precision. Walk up to the car with your phone in your pocket, and it unlocks automatically. Walk away, and it locks itself. No fumbling, no keys, just pure convenience. Now, let's talk about ride quality. The G80 has always been about balance, and the 2025 model takes it to a new level. The electronically controlled suspension uses road preview data to adjust damping in real time. It scans the road ahead using cameras and adjusts each wheel's response individually. Potholes, bumps, uneven pavement, they almost vanish. The cabin stays level and quiet. At highway speeds, the G80 floats. In the corners, it grips. That's the magic of true adaptive suspension. Steering feedback is light in comfort mode, but in Sport and Sport Plus, it firms up noticeably. There's precision, a real sense of connection. The chassis is composed, the body roll minimal, and the all-wheel drive system, optional on the 2.5T and standard on the 3.5T, sends torque where it's needed in milliseconds. Whether it's rain, snow, or dry pavement, you feel confident. And then there's the G80 electrified. Genesis continues to offer an all-electric version of the G80 with the same level of luxury, but powered by dual motors and a 87.2 kWh battery pack. It delivers 365 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, with a 0 to 60 time under 5 seconds and a real-world range of over 280 miles. Fast charging gets you from 10% to 80% in just 22 minutes with a 350 kilowatts charger. It's smooth, silent, and unmistakably Genesis. And just like the gas-powered versions, the electrified G80 doesn't compromise on space or features. In fact, thanks to clever packaging, it even adds a bit more trunk volume. You still get the massage seats. You still get the Lexicon sound system. But now, it's paired with zero emissions and instant torque. The future of luxury is electric, and Genesis is already there. Genesis backs every G80 with one of the most comprehensive warranties in the industry. You get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, complimentary scheduled maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles, and valet service that picks up your car and drops off a loaner. That's service done right. And here's the kicker, the price. The 2025 Genesis G80 starts at around $55,000. Fully loaded with every option, even the top-end G80 3.5 TAWD Prestige won't cross $75,000. Compare that to the Germans or the Japanese, and you realize what a value this car really is. You're getting flagship-level luxury, advanced tech, and premium performance at a price that undercuts the competition by thousands. But beyond the specs and features, the Genesis G80 is about how it makes you feel. Confident, calm, in control. Every detail, every stitch, every pixel on the screen, it's all been designed to elevate the experience. This isn't about showing off. It's about showing up. Whether you're heading to a boardroom or a weekend getaway, the G80 makes every journey memorable. It's a car for those who demand more from their drive. More comfort, more innovation, more soul. The G80 isn't trying to be the loudest voice in the room. It's the one that speaks with quiet authority, and everyone listens. And that's what sets it apart. You sit behind the wheel and you just know. This is where you belong. The world may be rushing by, full of noise and distraction, but inside the G80, it's serene. Time slows down, the road opens up, and you remember why you fell in love with driving in the first place. So if you're in the market for a luxury sedan that redefines what premium should feel like, look no further. The 2025 Genesis G80 is here. It's not chasing trends. It's setting them. With elegance, with performance, with innovation, and with heart. And that makes all the difference. Let me know if you'd like a version tailored for a specific audience, tone, or length.